Abracadabra! Alakazam! Are you wondering why I'm dressed up like a magician? Well, today I'm going to talk about the magic of +1. +1 is magical. If you take any number and add 1 to it, it's just the next number. For example, if you're counting and you count 1, what's the next number? 2, the next number. 3, what's the next number? 4, 5, and then you just keep going and going and going, counting and counting and counting all the way to infinity. +1 is just the next number. It's an easy way to remember it. So if I have 3 plus 1, it equals 4. If I have 4 plus 1, it equals 5. But it doesn't just stop there. I can keep going and going and going, and I can pick any number I want to. And I add 1 to it, it's the next number. I'm going to show you the magic of +1 with my magic magician's hat. Of course, now I have hat hair, but that's okay. Right here is a box of cards, and these cards are 1 through 100. I went through them earlier and counted to make sure there really were 100 and make sure they were all there. So they're all mixed up in there. But they are normal cards. So let's see. Here's 16, just a normal card. Nothing special about it. It's not magical. It's just 16. Well, actually, I think I'll put it back in here. That way I won't lose track of it. And this number, 35, normal card. So see, they're not magical cards. They're just ordinary cards. But it becomes magic when you add 1 to it. So let's see. Let me draw number 3. Number 3. Stick it in my hat. Oh, I dropped my magic wand. Here it is. My magic wand. Abracadabra, 3 plus 1. It's 4. It's 4. I knew it was magical. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do another one. This is fun. Reach in. Ah, 17. 17 is a higher number than 3 and 4. So let's see if +1 works on bigger numbers. Put it in my magic hat. Abracadabra! 17 plus 1 equals 18! 18! It does work. And look it, there is no card in there that says 17. There isn't. It is magic. It's magic. +1. Let's do one more. One more. Let's see if I can pick a big number here. Oh, do I have a big number? Let's see. How about this? Oh, 45. 45 is a big number. Let's do 45. All right, 45 plus 1. Abracadabra. 46. It works. It is magic. 45 plus 1 equals 46. And look, there is no card stuck in my hat. It's because it is the magic of +1. Now that we have learned about the magic of +1, I am going to talk about something else that magicians are famous for. Pulling white rabbits out of their hats. And as you can see, there is no white rabbit in this hat at all. But if I take my magic wand, where is my wand? Here it is. I'm always losing it. I'm going to try this advanced magic trick. Abracadabra, alakazam! And hocus pocus too. What? What? little white rabbit. Now, I cannot pull a real white rabbit out of my hat, and I'll tell you why. This is a little known fact, but Mrs. Lore is deathly allergic to rabbits. I can't even be in the same room as rabbits. So for this magic trick, I had to use a pretend rabbit. I'm going to talk about rabbits. Rabbits are actually fascinating creatures, and there's a lot of facts about them. And as I was learning about them, there were facts that I didn't even know. Obviously, we already know that rabbits have excellent hearing, but did you know that they can turn their ears almost all the way around their head? That's pretty amazing. They can also see all the way around their bodies because their eyes are on the side of their head. Except, a little known fact about rabbits, they have a blind spot, which means there's one place they can't see, and then it's the very end of their nose. Isn't that crazy? So if you want to trick a rabbit, right at the very end of their nose is where they can't see. Rabbits come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, just like people. And the biggest rabbit is called the Flemish giant rabbit. And it is 22 pounds and it's 2.5 feet long. That's a huge, that's like that long. That's a really big rabbit. There are some interesting things that rabbits do. One of the things that they do is called a binky. Now, I always think of a binky as something that a baby sucks on when they're crying. Baby's crying, you stick a binky in their mouth. But when you talk about a binky with a rabbit, it's when they run, jump, and twist in the air. And rabbits can do that. They're very, very good at jumping. Rabbits can leap up to 22 feet. That's as long as 2 cars. That is an amazing jump. And rabbit names, the female rabbit is called a doe, which is like a deer. A deer is called a doe. The male rabbit is called a buck, also like a deer. But the bunnies are not called fawns. They're not. They're called kits or kittens. What does that remind you of? Cats. So rabbit names are kind of named after other animals. Female is a doe, the male is a buck, and the babies are called kits. Babies are born with their eyes shut. They can't see. And after a few weeks, their eyes open, and then rabbits end up developing excellent eyesight. Now, there's a lot of myths about carrots and eyesight. If you eat your carrots, you'll have good eyesight like a rabbit. Rabbits eat carrots, all of that. Well, here's a problem with that. Carrots are actually not that good for rabbits. It's like candy to them. They can only have a little bit of carrots because you know what happens when they eat too much carrots? It becomes unhealthy for them, and they also get cavities. Just like if you and I ate too much candy, we would get cavities. A rabbit will get cavities if it eats too many carrots. Rabbits actually eat hay and grass as most of their diet, not carrots. Isn't that crazy? Who knew? Rabbits also live in burrows. Now, in my class, around February, we learned about burrows and groundhogs living in burrows. Well, rabbits also live in burrows, and just like groundhogs, they have separate rooms in their burrows. They have a bedroom, a living room, and a nursery. And just like the groundhog, they have an entrance and an exit. That way, if a predator is chasing them, they can jump into their entrance, and then while the predator is trying to get in, they can go through their burrow, pop out the exit, and make a sneak getaway. Pretty clever of the rabbits, wouldn't you say? Sadly, bunnies do have lots of predators. Raccoons and foxes, coyotes, owls, they all want to eat adorable little bunnies. Here's one thing that I do want to make a comment about. Bunnies should not be picked up or touched when you see them in the wild. If it's a pet bunny from a bunny store, or if you have a pet bunny, you can pick up your bunny and snuggle it and hold it. But if you see a bunny in the wild, you should never try to pick it up or pet it. Chances are it will bite you, and bunnies have diseases and they have germs that you should not get. And so if you see a bunny in the park or outside that is not a tame bunny, you should not pet it, even though you really want to, because it's not safe. Wow, we learned a lot about bunnies. Next, I am going to show you how to draw a bunny. The last thing I'm going to do today is to teach you how to draw a bunny. Now, I'm not very good at drawing, and I'm not a very good artist yet. It's something that I work on. It's something that I'm going to continue to work on until I get better at. Sometimes we feel like we're not good at something, but that doesn't mean that we give up. It means that we try harder and we try more. So if you're having a hard time learning to read, I don't want to hear, I can't read. You can say, I can't read yet. Or if you're having a hard time with math, I don't want to hear, I'm not good at math. I'm not good at math yet. Because the yet means you're going to work on it some more. So I'm going to be very brave, and I'm going to draw, even though I'm not very good at it yet, and I'm going to teach you how to draw a bunny. So the first thing you're going to do is you are going to draw a circle in the middle of your paper. I'm going to start over because my pen went crazy on me. Hold on. It did a double line thing, and I just want a one line. So I'm going to start over. There we go. Circle in the middle of your paper. That's going to be your little bunny face. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go up and make some bunny ears. One on each side of the bunny's head. And then you're going to go down to the very bottom of your page and you're going to make two bumps, like two hills. Down at the bottom of your page, one bump, two bumps. And now you're going to go back up to your bunny's neck and you're going to make a swoop down to the bunny feet. Down to the bunny feet. Now you have the bunny's head, body, and feet, but the bunny needs some arms. So we're going to go back to the neck. We're going to go down and then tuck his little hand up like that and do the same thing on the other side like that. Now you have your bunny. He's looking really good. He needs a face. He needs some eyes. I think I'm going to give my bunny a little heart for its nose. Draw it down for his mouth. Whiskers on the sides of my bunny face. Almost done. The inside of my bunny ears. Look how cute that little bunny is. Now if you want to, you can draw two more lines on the tummy to make it look like the bunny has a tummy if you want to. That would be just going down like this and like this. Then that makes the little bunny tummy if you want it. And if you draw it on paper and you want to color it in, you can color pink inside your bunny's ears, pink tummy if you want to, and it'll look really cute. Well, I hope you learned a lot about +1 and bunnies. Have a great day, be safe, and be kind to each other.